Today, 5 suggested New Year resolutions for your finances. Hello again, I'm Martin North from Digital Finance Analytics. Welcome to my latest post covering finance and prop news with a distinctively Australian flavour. At the start of 2020, I wanted to share 5 potentially important New Year resolutions which may help you to navigate the current complex financial environment that we're facing. And these are based on my own observations and experience, but should not be taken as formal financial advice, as I do not know your individual circumstances. But we do know that 93% of people set New Year resolutions, and the most common resolutions are related to losing weight, eating healthier, exercising regularly, and saving money. However, research shows that 45% of people fail to keep their resolutions by February, and only 19% keep them for 2 years. Lack of willpower or self-control is the top cited reason for not following through. However, based on our rolling surveys, I have 5 suggestions which could make quite a difference, and they have the benefit of being easy to adopt and start with one-off actions. The first is to keep a cash flow. I'm still amazed that more than half of households I survey do not have a good feel for what income is coming into their household and what's being spent on an ongoing basis. Many appear to manage their changes in financial flows using credit cards, which can be expensive. There are excellent tools available online, and some even offered by banks to help to categorise spending. And if you do this, I think you might be surprised by where the money's going. ASIC's Smart Money website is also worth visiting. Once you know, you can review, select and prioritise where the money is going. Consider what is necessary and what is really a choice, and consider whether all of those choices are good ones. And also review recurring subscriptions, especially those for online services via credit cards. We are seeing a significant rise in this expense category, and many households just keep paying up. The second resolution is to pay off higher interest rate loans first. More than 60% of households have debts owing on multiple loan accounts, which can include the mortgage, credit cards, store cards, personal loans, and other forms of credit such as SACC loans. But our surveys also show that many people are not aware of the real effective interest rates being charged on these loans. Spare cash often goes towards paying down the mortgage, which will be a lower rate of interest, rather than repaying credit card debt, which will be significantly higher, for example. Banks, of course, profit from interest paid on loans. Indeed, it is still their main source of income, but the best way to manage down the cost of credit and even reduce the use of credit is to pay off the high interest rate loans first. So, it's worth making a list of all outstanding loans, find out which are attracting the high interest rates, and pay them down first, and then cut up the card and move on. Third is to look at your superannuation accounts. We know that many people still have multiple super accounts thanks to job switches, yet each account will be paying fees, and it's likely multiple accounts will each have insurance premiums deducted, whether you want them or not. So consolidating super into a single account and reviewing the fees and charges makes sense. You can make savings work harder for you because of the power of compound interest on interest. It can really make a positive difference over time, while fees taken out each year will have the same cumulative but negative effect. It's then also worth looking at your main super account and check its performance too after fees. You may be able to get better returns from the best industry funds compared with the so-called retail funds offered by many of the biggest players. This was highlighted recently by the Productivity Commission. Fourth, review your current mortgage rate. In many cases, households are sitting on loans at higher rates than the best available, and in the current competitive climate, it is worth shopping around. There are a number of mortgage comparison sites which can help. Of course, if you are on a fixed rate, fixed term loan, you need to be more careful, as there may be an exit penalty fee. But for those on variable rate loans, it's simpler. And once you know what the best available rate is, it's worth asking your current lender to come to the party and reduce their current rate to you. Many will do so to keep your business. So for small amounts of effort, you can potentially save thousands of dollars over the life of the loan and effectively pay off the loan sooner. If not, then switch lenders and look at some of the smaller mutual providers, credit unions and building societies, as many of these offer more competitive rates. And fifth, it's worth reviewing health insurance if you have it, as this past year there were major changes to the structure of policies, moving to a gold, silver, bronze classification. In some cases, you may have been moved to a policy which offers less cover than you thought you had, or you might be paying more for the coverage than you really need. So it's worth reviewing your coverage and policy and shop around, as there are savings to be made. Again, there are comparison sites out there, but be aware that some are rewarded by specific insurers for leads, so make sure you understand the basis of their recommendations. Now, these simple steps have the potential to save you real money and help with cash flow, something which we know from our surveys is a concern for many households in the current low-income, high-cost environment that we're in. But they all take effort, and many households remain complacent. But I say the new year is the perfect time for a quick review before the daily grind intensifies once again. And if you've made any New Year financial resolutions, feel free to share them with the DFA community. We can all learn from each other. I'm Martin North from Digital Finance Analytics. Many thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.